What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black, coming back once again with my Week 2 SEC rankings. I got some shakeups and some changes from last week, so let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, I got the Texas Longhorns, coming off their first win of the season against San Jose State by a score of 38-7. Arch Manning did his thing, throwing 4 touchdown passes. He also had an interception. As far as Texas in the run game, Arch Manning, he also had a touchdown, a rushing touchdown, which was their only rushing touchdown of the day. So Arch Manning was responsible for all 5 touchdowns. I just thought that Texas, after coming off for a loss, even though it was against a great team in Ohio State, even though they was coming off a loss, I think that they would have made a statement in this game. And I don't think they did. I don't think they made a big splash. I don't think they made a statement. I think, they just wanted to get through this game knowing that they was going to win this game anyway. And by them not making a statement, that's why this week I got the Texas Longhorns at number 5. Now, Texas could move up in the rankings. Who knows? They just might be that team that people thought they would have been in the offseason. But as of yet, they haven't been that team, not through week 2 or the past 2 weeks. So, for those reasons, Texas, number 5 in my top 5 SEC rankings. And at number 4, the Georgia Bulldogs. I think I had Georgia Bulldogs at number 1 last week, in which I did. And I continually made the statement, I can't drop Georgia if they ain't lost. Well, I dropped them, and they haven't lost. But they don't look good. They don't look good at all. They have played 2 cupcakes, Marshall, and then this past week they played Austin Peay, in which they had trouble with Austin Peay. I don't care what nobody say. There is no way in hell that a Georgia Bulldog team should only score 28 points against an Austin Peay team. No way. There is no way a Georgia Bulldog team should go in 14-3 at half. No, that shouldn't happen. That is crazy. I don't know what's going on with this Georgia offense, but they need to fix it. They need to fix it. I know a lot of Georgia fans and a lot of fans outside of Georgia fan base say their defense is pretty damn good. Well, I really can't tell if their defense is good because they haven't played a formidable opponent yet. Marshall and Austin Peay don't stand a chance against a Georgia Bulldog team. They just don't. And as far as Georgia, when they played not Austin Peay, but when they played Marshall last week, they put up 45 points. That's good. That's good. But in my opinion, against Marshall, you should have more than 45 points. That's just me. All right. And both of these teams who are cupcakes scored on Georgia. So I just don't feel right now that Georgia is the best team in the SEC. As a matter of fact, I know they ain't the best team in the SEC. Not when you only score 28 points against Austin Peay, and on top of that, your quarterback don't even throw a touchdown. Not one. All right. Your two running backs was the guys that scored against Austin Peay, Nate Frazier and Chauncey Bowens. They scored 2 touchdowns each. All right. Dwight Phillips, he ran for 55 yards. But other than that, come on, man. Georgia got to do better than what they doing. All right. And Austin Peay, come on, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? You better fix that offense, Georgia Bulldogs, because you got a tough test coming up this week against the Tennessee Volunteers. I know that you done beat Tennessee like, 7 years in a row. Fine and dandy. But that ain't got nothing to do with what's coming up on Saturday, okay? So, Georgia only scoring 28 points against Austin Peay. Struggling like that. And for that reason, that's why I got them at number 4 on my SEC top 5 list. All right. Moving to number 3, I got LSU. LSU, they struggled too this week. LSU, They struggle with Louisiana Tech after coming off a big win, a big road win against the Clemson Tigers. They kind of struggled this week. All right. They only scored 23 points. I think I had Texas at I think I had LSU at number 3 last week. Yeah, Georgia was at number 1. LSU was at number 3 last week. As I said, only 23 points against Louisiana Tech. Garrett Nussmeier, 237 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Also, for LSU, they had 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown. All right. So they definitely got to get better in that area. Well, not get better, but they need to put up more points against teams like Louisiana Tech. These are supposed to be statement games. That's what I think. Statement games for Georgia and Austin Peay. You're supposed to dismantle opponents like this because they just are not on your level. They don't have the type of athletes that you got. You got way more talent than they do. Am I lying? No, I am not. I am not. Also, with freaking Texas, they should have dismantled San Jose State. All 3 of these teams that I done talked about. But anyway, Louisiana Tech, as far as LSU's defense, they did what they supposed to do. Held Louisiana Tech to under 100 yards passing, under 100 yards rushing, total 154 yards that Louisiana Tech had. So good job for LSU's defense. But anyway, LSU, you coming in at number 3. Yes. At number 2, I got them Oklahoma Sooners. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of these Oklahoma Sooners, man. I'm loving it, especially what I saw this past Saturday. Now, the first game against Illinois State, 35-3. They should have had more than that. That should have been a statement game for them also. But when they come out and they beat the Michigan Wolverines in the fashion that they did, I know the score was only 24-13, but the score don't tell what actually went on in the game. Because guess what? Oklahoma's defense, lights out. Man, I loved it. Especially because it was against Michigan. I picked Michigan to beat Oklahoma. But I was so surprised at what I seen with Oklahoma. John Mateer balling out, doing what he do, 270 yards and a touchdown. He threw an interception too. But that's fine and dandy. But anyway, this Oklahoma defense held Bryce Underwood to 9 of 24 for 142 yards passing. Oh, my goodness. Now, this Oklahoma defense did allow Justice Haynes to run for 125 yards. But other than that, that was it. Justice Haynes was freaking Michigan's whole offense in this game. They only had 146 yards rushing, and Justice Haynes had 125 of that. Okay? 142 yards allowed, passing yards allowed. That is excellent on the defensive side of the ball. So the defense was getting it done, and the offense was getting it done. Talking about Oklahoma. Freaking Michigan couldn't get shit. Nobody but Justice Haynes. Nobody but Justice Haynes. Justice Haynes, he had 19 carries, 125 yards, 6 yards a carry. Other than that, the other running backs, Jordan Marshall, 9 carries, 28 yards. No, that ain't gonna get it done. Donovan McCullough, he was in the negative. Bryce Underwood had 3 carries in the negative. Nothing. Not one receiver had a touchdown. As a matter of fact, Justice Haynes scored the only touchdown for Michigan. Oklahoma was lights out. They was excellent this game, and they looked good. John Mateer, this man is going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate. Watch what I tell you. He balling out. And I love what I'm seeing from John Mateer. I love what I'm seeing from Oklahoma. That defense, man, it's crazy. Matter of fact, John Mateer also ran for 2 touchdowns. And I feel like he's going to be a Heisman Trophy winner. Oklahoma got it done through the air also. Deion Burks, 101 yards receiving. 101 yards receiving and a touchdown. So He was their leading receiver. He was the go-to guy, which I think he their best receiver. But anyway, Oklahoma got it done in epic fashion, and I loved it. They impressed me, and they played an actual opponent. And even though the score was 24-13, they made a statement. They made a statement. So, hey, that's why I got Oklahoma at number 2 on my list. And if anybody got an issue with it, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I like what I seen from Oklahoma. And at number 1, I know people going to have some issues with it, but I don't give a damn. This is my top 5. If you got issues with it, make your own top 5. That's all I can tell you. At number 1, I got these Tennessee Volunteers. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Why I got Tennessee? First of all, they done played a Power 4 opponent. Just like Oklahoma done played a Power 4 opponent in Michigan. LSU done played a Power 4 opponent in Clemson. And all 3 of those, they won the game. UGA haven't played a Power 4 opponent. Texas played one, but they lost. Okay? So, anyway, Tennessee I got as the best team in the SEC right now. First of all, they played Syracuse and put up 45 points on Syracuse, a Power 4 opponent. Syracuse was a 10-win team last season. And they put up, 45 points on them. They beat them. Gained almost 500 yards of total offense with 493. Joey Aguilar passed for 247 yards in that game, I believe. Yeah. 247 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game. Deshaun Bishop ran for 82 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Lewis ran for a touchdown also. And to add with that, Star Thomas, he ran for 92 yards in that game. Tennessee has an explosive offense. Also, Braylon Staley against Syracuse, 4 receptions, 95 yards and a touchdown. They have an explosive offense. Sure is. Braylon Staley, Chris Braswell, Deshaun Bishop, Mike Matthews all averaged at least 12 yards per catch in that game. You had Star Thomas, Deshaun Bishop to average over 7.5 yards a carry in that game. Now that was against Syracuse, a Power 4 opponent, a team that was 10-3 the previous season. All right. Let's get to this last game in which they totally dominated. I mean, come on, man. East Tennessee State, which we all knew that Tennessee was going to win this game. But I guarantee you, nobody thought Tennessee would score over 70 points in this game. They scored 72. I think that's a Tennessee record. But anyway, it is what it is. Once again, Joey Aguilar, 288 yards and 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He balling out. He balling out. And also, let's see, the defense held East Tennessee to only 216 yards, only 49 rushing yards. All right. Tennessee, this offense put up over 700 yards of total offense with 717. 458 passing yards, 259 rushing yards. Man, are you freaking serious? 259 rushing yards. Come on, baby. Say it ain't so, man. So come on. That sound damn good to me. Sound damn good to me. That's all I know. That's all I know. But hey, I got Tennessee up there. And for those reasons, that's why I got Tennessee at number 1, mainly because of that offense. Defense ain't bad either. Defense gave up 26 to Syracuse, and they gave up 17 to East Tennessee. But it's going to be hard to outscore this Tennessee offense. We'll see what Tennessee is really made of. Matter of fact, we'll see what Tennessee and Georgia is really what they really made of come daggone Saturday. And if Tennessee end up beating Georgia, oh boy, the rest of the SEC better look out. They better look out. I know Tennessee's offense is a lot better than Georgia's. I know that a lot more explosive than Georgia's. And we'll see what Georgia's defense is made of. Since Georgia fans say they defense is a lot better, we'll see what this offense, all right? I know what Georgia did against Josh Heupel offenses. They done beat them. But guess what? Tennessee done upgraded on their quarterback position. I can tell you that right now. But anyway, the way Tennessee done looked these past 2 games or the first 2 games, that's why I got them as the best in the SEC right now. As I say, things can always change. And I'm sure throughout the season, they will change. So, hey, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about my top 5. If you don't like it, I don't care, but you can still let me know. So put it in the comment section. If there's some things that you would change, let me know. If you wouldn't change nothing, let me know. So, hey, it is what it is, man. But y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.